Today we'll be looking at two fundamental theories in the field of human development. We'll compare and contrast the two and also look at applications of each theory. So let's get started. The first theory we'll discuss was developed by Albert Bandura in the 20th century. Bandura's famous Bobo doll experiment was integral to understanding the power of suggestion, observation, and modeling. During the experiment, children watched as adults were violent towards an inflatable doll. The children mimicked this behavior, hitting the doll to the ground without any instruction to do so. This came to be known as reciprocal determinism, a tenet of Bandura's social learning theory. This idea suggests that one's behavior is significantly shaped by one's environment. Thus, the intake of violence, empathy, discrimination, or tolerance will result in similar behaviors within the individual. The structure of classrooms can use Bandura's theory to create explorative learning among students. One application is the flipped classroom model, a classroom design in which students teach themselves through a range of provided resources and use classroom time to practice, challenge, and explore. This design helps students learn how to find information on their own, teach themselves, and use a range of supports to achieve their goals. Thus, by instilling such a method of learning in place, students are more likely to carry out similar skills throughout their life. A similar theory is Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory, which also attests the power of one's environment. Bronfenbrenner divided environments into 5 sections: the microsystem, which has the most influence on the individual, the mesosystem, the exosystem, the macrosystem, and the chronosystem. The closer levels have the most direct effect on the individual, while outermost layers focus on cultural and societal impacts that also significantly shape one's development. Bronfenbrenner's theory could be used in classroom discussions about outside influence and relationships. Elementary or middle school aged children could be asked to identify one person or thing in each level of the system's model. For example, a child might put their mother in the microsystem and their teacher in the mesosystem. Understanding the levels of interactions that surround students can help them develop their sense of place and self at a young age. Both Bronfenbrenner's and Bandura's theories heavily rely on the power of environment and external suggestion in the shaping of young minds. Bandura's focuses more on learning and change, while perhaps Bronfenbrenner's model is slightly more static, taking time and change less into account. In addition, Bandura's focuses more on child development, while Bronfenbrenner's is applicable to all stages of life.